Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we are unpacking a truly life-altering realization from a guy named William. Just imagine for a second, waking up one day at 77 years old and realizing you've spent the last half-century, literally 50 years of your life, sprinting as fast as you can toward a finish line that doesn't actually exist. Well, that is exactly what happened to William. He realized he had burned 50 years trying to fill a hole inside himself with all the wrong things.
Okay, let's dive into this. I spent 50 years running toward a finish line that didn't exist. Just let that sink in. William spent 5 whole decades of his life trying to cure this deep feeling of inadequacy with external achievements. We're talking money, promotions, houses. He chased the whole shebang. He was absolutely convinced that if he just acquired enough stuff, he'd finally feel like he mattered. He bet the emotional stakes of his entire life on these things, and ultimately, they left him feeling completely empty.
And honestly, this brings us to an incredibly universal trap that pretty much all of us fall into at some point. We constantly tell ourselves, I'll be happy when. You know the drill. I'll be happy when I get that promotion, when I finally pay off the house, when I retire, or maybe when people finally respect me. But as William found out the hard way, when you actually get those things, the finish line just moves. You think you're finally there, but you look up and nope, the goalpost has completely shifted. Section 1. The view from the top and William's origin story. So how does a person get caught in such an exhausting cycle? Well, it maps out a bit like this. At just 10 years old, William watched his hardworking dad, a factory worker, get completely disrespected by society. And right then and there, he decided, I'm going to be somebody. Flash forward to age 25, he's working 60 to 70 hours a week. He's missing his kids' baseball games, missing dinners. Basically, missing his own life. Fast forward again to 52, and hey, he seemingly wins. He becomes vice president, gets the corner office, gets his name on the door, the whole deal. But it wasn't until age 73 that he finally realized he could have just given himself that validation from the very start. His relentless drive for respect literally cost him the best moments of his life. Because when he finally reached that VP corner office, when he shut the heavy door and looked out that big window, he just felt completely hollow. He sat there, an incredibly successful man by any of society's standards, and realized he'd climbed all the way to the top of this massive mountain, only to find absolutely nothing there. Just another mountain. He gave up everything for basically nothing. Just think about this number for a second. 48. That represents the 48 years William completely wasted from age 25 all the way to 73, trying to earn a feeling of being enough. He spent nearly a half a century